Welcome to Founders Future, a podcast powered by Closers.io, where we dive into the journeys of innovative entrepreneurs and explore the road ahead for them and their companies. I'm your host, Jay Encarnacion, and in each episode, we uncover the stories behind impactful ventures, the challenges faced along the way, and the strategies driving their future growth. Today, we are thrilled to have Eean Tyson, the founder and executive coach of Arc and Bloom Professional Services. Eean brings a unique blend of 19 years, certification in executive and life coaching, DEIB, and organizational development. Also has a passion for poetry and having founded the marquee slam and published Unruly Beast. Based in New York, Arc and Bloom, founded in 2024, is revolutionizing coaching and consulting for justice impacted individuals, entrepreneurs, and leaders with a bold, rebellious approach. We'll be exploring his founding story, how his business empowers clients, and his vision for scaling this transformative venture. So, with that being said, let's dive right into it. Eean, welcome to Founders Future.
Thank you so much for having me. Really happy to be here. Man, that was such a great intro. Thank you.
Well, a phenomenal background that you have, and truly an honor to have you on the show today, Eean. Definitely appreciate the time, and I know it's going to be a great conversation. So, with that, would love to start at the top for our listeners here with you. If you could take us back to the beginning, Eean, and talk about what specific problem in the coaching and consulting landscape really inspired you to start Arc and Bloom.
I think it was the disconnection between the problem and the purpose,
Hmm.
right? So I wanted to be able to help people identify a problem, create strategies and goals to align with their purpose and be able to reach that. And that sounds great and it sounds beautiful and it doesn't really resonate, but that is the thing that initially inspired me. And that has since evolved into really diving into specific problem solving and really finding problems that align with that so I can help people achieve their purpose while offering the ability to solve their problem in the process.
Love it. I love it. So, with that, I definitely would love to hear from you a bit about the evolution, right? I know
Yeah.
that you just launched in 2024. Have your offerings from the services you provide to who you serve? How's that evolved from when you launched to today?
So I just had a rebrand about 6 weeks ago.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And so when I launched it last year, I had just been laid off from a tech company and I was there for a couple of years. And prior to the pandemic, I was an entrepreneur for about 11 years. And I was like, you know what? I need to get back to who I am.
Mm.
And I really wanted to start something on my own. And so I started Arc and Bloom, and the language was polished and it looked really pretty, but it didn't align with who I was. It
Mm.
just was all of the right things to say in a bundle on a website. And it was hard for me to really push it out because I didn't believe in it 100%.
Right.
Um, I actually put it down. I got a job, and the job didn't align either. And got back out and I was here 6 weeks ago. I tore the website up. I rebranded, updated my logo, changed the wording, and really leaned into my audacity and my energy and my boldness. And since it's been just a beautiful journey of getting calls, being able to impact people's lives, and I've just been really excited about the progress that I've made in 6 weeks when I've done more in these last 6 weeks than I did in 6 months last year.
Incredible. Incredible. So definitely want to dive into that with you,
Yeah,
especially for our listeners. Once this comes out, could very well want to come and work with you and your services here. So
absolutely.
walk us through how you're generating revenue, especially around the core offer. What is the core offer here? How is it structured for your clients when they come and work with you? And who is your ideal client? So a three-part question there for you.
Yeah, so I think the core offer is I'm offering the ability to solve problems in pursuit of self-actualization, right? Like I want people to reach their highest and fullest potential, and I'm going to do that through helping individuals solve their problems. For example, the job market is crazy and terrible right now, and so I'm offering a bold alignment call, which allows people to come in, get a roadmap on how to get that promotion, get that next job that you really want, and really introduces you to the service and introduces me to new clients. And so in this call, I'm able to provide value, get connection, and build a connection to a coaching contract. And so that's the goal for me. I think, what was the second part of the question? I'm sorry.
Yeah, just the core offer and then your ideal client that you work with. So from on that offer side, you have the consulting services and you're speaking with them, you're consulting on their career, and then
Yep.
essentially turning that into a coaching offer as well. So you're doing
Yep.
one
Absolutely.
coaching, group coaching as well to be able to expand more. Or is it just one-on-one right now for the coaching side?
I'm really focusing on one-on-one coaching. I really want to build that rapport with my cohort of individuals and clients and things like that. And then also, I serve small businesses, so usually businesses between 1 to 25 individuals who have that scaling issue. I just sent out a proposal to help with website design, with LinkedIn presence, and to really refine their offerings so they can increase revenue by 10%. And I want to be able to be that catalyst for small businesses and from a functional standpoint, and then be that catalyst for individuals for their personal growth and development.
Amazing. Amazing. Really coming to market here with an incredible offer on that front. Amazing that 6 weeks ago you were like, I am hitting this head on. And
Yeah.
this is where we are now. Perfect timing having you on the show and being able to really talk to this and continue to get that brand out even more. Walk us through what are you seeing work well on the acquisition side? Now that you really have your offer dialed down,
Mhm.
what you're going to market with, what are you seeing be most effective to get those new clients in? And what are you going to focus on for that continued scale on that front?
I think identifying a specific problem. I do a lot of research on LinkedIn and different sites so I can see what their challenges are, right? And so then I want to create an offer specifically for those challenges.
Hmm.
Like I mentioned before, the job market is terrible. So an offer that's been working really right now is that career roadmap to help people achieve their next job or get that promotion. And so I tailor my offers to the problems that I see at hand, right? So I want to solve those problems and introduce them. That's been great. I've seen a lot of value in, I've been offering a lot of value and seeing a lot of value in those connections that I've been building. And even the people that I've been talking to, maybe they didn't sign up for coaching, but they introduced me to somebody else who did sign up for coaching, right? Because somebody else may be in a better place to start right now. And then some people want to see what that value brings, right? If I have a call with you and I'm offering you this roadmap, they're like, okay, I'm going to do the roadmap. And if it works, then I'm going to come back to you. And so I'm also very happy about the willingness to provide value, even if you don't come back, because I know that impact is going to spread. And so I want to be that person who just helps lift others and support others in their journeys as well.
I love it. I love
Mhm.
it on that front. I mean, I love the focus on, okay, I'm going to really solve the key problems here. What are you seeing as far as the effective channels? Are you utilizing LinkedIn, social media? Are you running ads yet to have more predictability in the lead flow? It sounds like you're doing, have some referrals coming in. What
Yep.
channels have been most effective on that front for lead generation for you?
Mainly social media. So I use LinkedIn a lot. There's a platform called Opsity that is based in Canada that also impacts the US as well. And so those are the two places where I say I have the most, like, I post every day and I get a lot of leads from there.
Hmm.
And I'm actually working to work with a marketing agency next because as good as I am at marketing, which is not good at all, they're going to be better. And so the goal is to, instead of focusing all my energy and all right, what's working this week, what's working next week, and then iterating all the time and putting so much energy in that process, I want to focus more on impact and finding ways that I can really offer more value. And so I'm working with an organization now that I'm really hoping to bring on in the next couple of weeks that will help evolve my marketing and spread my footprint even wider.
I love it. I love it. So really just being able to break through that bottleneck, have a predictable lead generation system put into place so you can focus on being the founder level one.
Exactly.
Are you running this right now, Eean, as a solopreneur, or is just you doing all the sales and marketing and everything on your own right now?
Yeah, it's right now it's me posting on social media on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. It's me developing a social media plan and doing the work as well. And I love it. I was an solo entrepreneur for 11 years prior to the pandemic, and it's a challenge, but I think I approach it ruthlessly, and I'm just so passionate about making an impact that there's nothing else I want to do when I wake up in the morning. And that's the part that I lean into every day.
I think that's the most important piece, right? You started the business a few years back and then
Mhm.
kind of put it down because you were like, this just isn't sitting with me right now.
Yeah.
Back into the corporate world. And then again, realized, you know what? I made the
Yeah.
wrong choice. And now being able to be a founder, it's just that's the beauty of the show, right? Because there are so
Mhm.
many people that are listening right now that are in the same boat, right?
Yeah,
Trying
absolutely.
to decide, hey, is this something that I really want to do?
Mhm.
It's there's so many different hurdles that you're going to come across, so many obstacles that you're going to face being a solopreneur, being a founder of a company. So just incredible to hear your mindset, Eean. So truly a pleasure having you on, walking
Thank
us
you.
through that because there are so many people in a similar boat. And now the success that you're seeing, and now again facing a couple bottlenecks on generation side, the sales side, but as that continues to grow and scale, you get to put yourself in that real founder role, having those systems built out. So just incredible so far on that front. So obviously, as we just mentioned, those are the bottlenecks that you're trying to break through on that.
Mhm.
Is there anything else on the bottleneck side besides the lead gen side, the sales side that you're thinking about, or are those really the key factors that you're trying to break through now?
Yeah, those are the key factors. I think something that happened with Rebrand as well as my messaging is that it became way more specific. I really identified the individuals that I wanted to work with. Prior, I was very broad because I was like, I can help everybody. And I think when you're trying to help everybody, you help absolutely no one because you're spread so thin. People are like, this kind of resonates, but not really. And I think now, since I'm solving very specific problems, I identified the audiences that I wanted to really work with. Then it's now easier to attract someone within the cohorts that I really want. And can other people participate? Absolutely. There is space for as many people as I can take on. I want to grow in that way. I want to scale. And I think I'm more connected to my messaging now. I'm more aligned with it and it's attracting the right customers because I think that's the key, attracting the right customers.
Absolutely. Being able to be specific and focus on a niche is definitely a huge factor for that continued growth and scale and success. Because when it's too broad,
Yes.
it's impossible to nail anything down. Just a phenomenal mindset and just incredible to be able to share that on the show today. So with that, paint us the picture here. You have a pretty good idea, but what does the rest of this year look like for you on that path to growth and scale? What are you laser focused on for that success?
This, I guess, from a client perspective, I'd like to get to about 15 to 20 clients and maybe 2 to 3 businesses. Like that's where I want to live in that space. I think that's like the max of my challenge. And that also lends the opportunity for me to bring on other individuals to help and support in that way. I'm really passionate about getting into the social justice space and the justice impacted individuals. So I'm working on a couple of certifications and some partnerships right now to be have the opportunity to show up to some conferences and things like that. And then there's some speaking opportunities that I really would really love to do at the end of the year that I've sent applications for and things of that nature. So those are the things that I'm really looking forward to. Revenue, the goal is by the end of the year, 20K months. Like that is the goal. That's where I want to be. That's where I think I can make more impact and help more people as well. Because I don't want this to just be about revenue. I want this to be about impact. And so part of my journey is to also give back and provide opportunity for those who are less fortunate or have more challenges than others. We offer financial aid and support to individuals who want coaching and can't afford it right now. So I want to be able to really utilize that arm of the business so I can reach more people.
I love it. I
Mhm.
absolutely love that. Talk to us about the picture in your mind of how you see the coaching and consulting industry evolving in the coming years, especially with your transformative approach here, Eean. What are you doing to position yourself at the forefront of the evolution that you're picturing?
Man, it's really hard to envision what coaching will be in the next 5 years because over the next 2 years, a lot of things are changing. ICF is becoming the main barometer of how you get certified. So it's important that you stay on your ACC, PCC game so you can make sure you have all the different tag-alongs and things like that. And so I think to just be true to myself and continue to stay in the lane that I want to evolve in because I think I have an offer and I provide an experience and I solve a problem that a lot of people don't want to approach, right? And so I think yes, this coach is guaranteeing you're going to make $50,000 with his lead generation funnel, and this coach is doing this. But I really want to support people in making people better and not just making you a lot of money. And can we work on something that makes you a lot of money? Absolutely. But in that process, I want to create resilience, create a ruthlessness, create audacity and boldness that no matter what challenges you face going forward, you're still able to push through and live your personal legend. I just read The Alchemist, I think yesterday, the day before yesterday. And
Yeah.
so that the idea of the personal legend just really resonated with me. And I think that's something that I want people to be on the path of. And I think that's how I'm gonna set myself apart moving forward is to just continue in the lane that I'm in and just continue to refine and be better and continue to grow within this space so I can just offer more and more value to others.
I love it. I
Mhm.
absolutely love that. Just one more question for you here on that
Okay.
front before going into the lightning round, Eean. That's going to be on a hypothetical note, right?
Yeah.
If we were able to snap our fingers, right, provide you with unlimited resources at your fingertips,
Mm.
what are you implementing immediately to accelerate Arc and Bloom's growth?
The marketing plan immediately. I'm hiring a marketing agency and I'm jumping head first. It'll probably turn into way too much work on my side. It'll probably wake up at 6 a.m., go to sleep at midnight, but I'm jumping into that. And I have a couple of feelers out on individuals that I want to bring into my journey. And so I would bring them in, train them up, and just get alignment in that space so we can take on what's next for us. So I think though that's if I had unlimited resources, that's what I would do tomorrow.
I love it. So
Yeah.
going into the lightning round here
Yeah.
before we wrap up the show, Eean, on this front, I would love to hear about a tool or a resource, whether it's a coaching technique from your poetry background, an AI tool that you're utilizing, the biggest game changer for Arc and Bloom this far.
Man, the biggest game changer. That's hard to say. I think my comfortability in myself, right? I
Mm,
think it starts there. I think it starts with understanding like who I am, my self-awareness, understanding where I fall short, understanding where my superpowers are, and knowing when I need help and knowing when to ask for it. I think when I'm working with my clients, a lot of the things I offer are catered to them specifically. Like I don't have a coaching program where we jump in and it's all pre like structured. I create as I go. And I think that part comes from like poetry because I understand and can feel and I listen and I take in as much as possible to be able to evolve a journey and help someone on their journey. And I think, yeah, I think a lot of my background has contributed to those things to be able to be fluid and flexible and adaptable to the individual needs of my clients.
amazing. And then just to wrap us up,
Yep.
here, Eean, what is the best piece of advice that you can offer to the listeners tuning in? Just heard your incredible journey, and I know so many are inspired by everything that you've done to get to where you are now and where you're going to be able to go. So truly an honor to be able to hear you. What can you leave our listeners with before we wrap up the show today?
I think just as I said, your personal legend is powerful. So leaning into who you are, where you want to be, and the things that wake you up in the morning and finding ways to lean in and monetize, that's what you should focus on. There's a lot of noise out there. There's a lot of different distractions. Focus on the thing that brings you the most joy. Focus on the thing that pushes you forward.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love with that right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to wrap up another inspiring episode of Founders Future. And Eean, truly cannot thank you enough for coming on the show, sharing your incredible journey and your insights with us today. And as I mentioned, I mean, your drive, the passion, just the wherewithal to be able to make those type of moves and decisions and to see where you are now. It was an honor and a pleasure to hear the journey. Definitely want to see you back on the show, get some good updates in the future because I know there's going to be many. So again, thank you so much, Eean. And to our listeners, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to Founders Future wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. And also don't forget to check out Arc and Bloom at arcandbloom.com for their free bold alignment call. And for more resources and insights on us, you can visit closers.io, where we are dedicated to helping businesses accelerate their growth. Until then, keep climbing, and we will see you on the next one.